It's red. Now it's green. Hopefully we're good now. What's going on, everyone? It is a special Sunday edition of the Deuce Vodka pregame show. I'm Josh. This is Jay. Okay, we're going to stay positive today, Jay.
Positive vibes only.
Nothing but good vibes only. We are sending this energy through the great Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba airwaves all the way to Winnipeg for the Oily
Down
Boys.
the Yellowhead, all the way to Winnipeg.
Because we have confidence in today's game.
Yeah, we're only down 2.
We're only down two.
We're not. It's happened so many times that teams come down from 2-0 to win series. Oilers have done it a ton.
You can't win a championship in 2 games. Well, you can if it's the NFL, but not in the NHL. You can't.
Little adversity never hurt no one. It's good. This is what's going to galvanize the squad.
Yes. Okay, as always, brought to you by Deuce Vodka. Pick up your Deuce Vodka for tonight's game day. If you don't have your Neon Deuce Vodka ready to go for because you
Leon's
can't
scoring.
expect Leon and Connor to be shut down for a 3rd game in a row. You simply can't expect it. And that's going to be one of our main talking points of today, Jay, is that through 2 games, Leon and Connor have done... Okay, I'm not being negative.
Well,
they've
yeah.
done nothing.
Well, okay, so good. We still need to be just a little bit better, but they're still creating. You can't stop these guys forever.
No.
So
Yeah.
I expect an even madder Connor, and probably a pretty well. He's always grumpy, but like
He's always grumpy.
pissed, like Hulk mad Leon.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing that we're going to talk about today is the lineup changes. Through 2 games, the Oilers have scored season. It was Mike's hockey for Connor and Leon. They essentially had their way with Connor Hellebuyck. They had their way with that Jets lineup, and we've said this in the past that a hot goalie can be the difference in the playoffs.
Yep.
And if you are facing either Montreal or Winnipeg, I'm going to keep Toronto out of this conversation because I don't think they really have like a certified number 1 goaltender in the NHL. Jack Campbell and Freddie Anderson, whatever. But, Carey Price, Connor Hellebuyck, these are guys that have a proven track record that if they get hot, that can be the difference in a series.
Well, and we would be mistook not to send an appreciation out to Mike Smith.
Yes.
Any team in the NHL playoffs right now would take Mike Smith goaltending
Oh, yeah.
100 times out of 100. The guy is keeping us in the game. Hellebuyck, the thing that we have, Hellebuyck is a good goalie. We know that. Vezina winner.
Yeah.
Good goalie. What happens in the regular season is they don't play as tight defensively as they're playing right now. So Connor and Leon, they're not leaving them as high and dry as they do in the regular season. Hellebuyck is still playing good, so it's a function of those 2 things, right? These guys have to fight for their ice. It's a little bit tighter out there. So like I said, I still don't expect you can't slow these guys down forever.
No.
And they were starting to make starting to create a little bit more in the 2nd game there. So that's only gonna I think elevate for this game, and Hellebuck's gonna see some more rubber and dangerous rubber.
It'll come around. It's the biggest thing. It's going to come around.
It'll just come around.
It'll come around. The lines that we need to talk about as per Jason Greger this morning, and you can check it out in the GDB written by Bag Milk. We're in the blender here. We're seeing lines that we haven't seen all regular season. There's guys moving up and down the lineup. There's guys coming out of the lineup. Jay, we're going to go through and dissect each and every one of these lines, what we want to expect from them, and what the difference could be.
Okay.
The one thing that's staying steady is the top line as compared to last game.
Yep.
So McDavid, Puljujarvi, and Draisaitl will stay together. Obviously, they didn't score last game, which is kind of a shocker, but I like it. So we're going to go through, and I'm going to give you, you're going to grade each line. Do you like it? Do you question it? And are you interested by it? I like the top line.
Well,
I like it.
That's the best line in the NHL, right? That's tough. Yeah, I love the top line.
But I mean respectively in regards to what the top line could be on this team. Do you like it, or do you wish that there was another guy up there? Would you swap out Yamamoto for Puljujarvi?
Well, you always wish you can have some balance. Like, I think you go to that line in a pinch, or if you want to pounce on momentum and you split the 2 up.
Yeah.
But Tipsy, something different. Like, them together is lethal. Always lethal. And that's probably the case. Lead with that and just hope the other 3 lines can just kind of break even.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments on Facebook. That's what I'm monitoring right now, what your thoughts are on the top lines and the defensive pairings. We're going to talk defensive pairings too because those got all swapped up as well. Second line, Jay. Ryan McLeod, who played center in the AHL, that's his comfortable position. He was the 3rd line center for a long time. He's now going to play with Nugent Hopkins and Kassian. I'm interested by this line, and I'm a
interested.
little bit skeptical for two reasons. Kassian, there's two different ways you could look at this when it comes to Zach Kassian. Either this is Dave Tippett's way of trying to get Kassian going, which you said, Jay, last pregame show. That
We
Kassian,
keep finding ourselves. We got to.
So what now? After last game, did you see anything that makes you think that he's going to change, or do you see anything that makes you think that he's going to be able to turn it around here, playing with Nugent Hopkins and McLeod? And I'll say one thing before you talk. I like McLeod at the center ice position. If you're going to play Nugent Hopkins and McLeod together, I like McLeod at the center rather than Nuge. Nuge is not a center. Like, sure, yes, he's played center. He's a better winger.
Okay. Positive vibes only.
Yes.
So I'll only talk about why the players to be better.
Okay.
So second line,
Second line.
Ryan McLeod buzzes,
He gets around great.
buzzes. Still a rookie, so still a little green. Doesn't have that confidence, but this is an opportunity for him. The one thing I would like to see from him, and hope,
Yeah.
Zach Kassian, he's got a motor on him. The guy can buzz around. He can throw his weight around. He does have some hands. He does have some offensive upside if we get the Zach Kassian we want. Opportunity for old Zach to show up. But that line, what's interesting about that line is if we've got two guys that can motor,
Yeah.
that's good. We're clearly, if you're looking at the lineup outside of the third line, we're trying to push the pace in this game.
I would say that all three guys in the second line can get around fine.
Oh yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm saying out of all the lines up of the third, they're going with speed. Like obviously we're trying to win game 3 on speed.
Yeah.
So this line can buzz. It's got some meat. If McLeod gets a little bit more activated physically, if old Zach shows up, I know we keep saying this, but positive vibes only. If he shows up, that line can be a threat. And then if Nuge feels more comfortable, Zach's creating space with him, McLeod's buzzing around, this is a chance for Nuge to elevate.
Yeah.
So this line is interesting to me. I would only be thinking about like the upside that this could provide.
Yeah.
I see a lot of opportunity for this line.
I'll say this, Jay. I agree with you. That second line interests me. My head says I'm skeptical off the top, but my heart says
Opportunity.
If this works out, this could be big. It's
could be.
If you look at this line and you're like, if this works, this line will stay together all playoffs. Like, we haven't seen a single game. We have not seen 1 minute of game action with these three together on a line. But you look at it and you're like, okay, that's interesting. Little skeptical, but if it works, it's gonna work great.
Sometimes you got to channel fear and convert it into excitement.
Well, actually, I heard a quote the other day that said that your body responds the exact same way to fear and excitement.
Yeah.
So when you're nervous or you're scared or you're excited, your body reacts the exact same way. So if you ever think you're nervous, just tell yourself you're actually excited.
It's like the day I booked myself to go skydiving.
Did you go skydiving?
Booked myself to go skydiving. You had to go to the place at like 11 a.m. and I'm not jumping until 4 p.m.
Oh, I could not do that.
5 hours
That's
of,
insane.
of going through the conversion of fear into excitement.
Yep.
That was one of the most stressful days of my life, / exciting.
Yep.
And I'm here to tell the story, which is more important. So very excited for the second line.
Tim says, I don't trust Dave Tippett without a mustache, but I'm still believing in the Oily boys. Kyler says, Kassian did look a little bit better last game.
Okay.
Seemed to stir a little bit up.
Positive vibes.
Positive vibes. I like it. Kaylin says, why is Yamamoto on the fourth line? We will touch on that. Chris says, Kassian doesn't throw pucks away when he's skating with the puck. He has solid possession. And that's one thing actually that Zach Kassian does well in his game. I'm glad you pointed that out, Chris, is that his possession numbers, I feel like Zach Kassian will be okay. Like the puck's not a grenade on his stick. And compared to a guy like, I don't know, look at James Neal. Or even like, I don't know, there's other guys where
Well, he's got, like, remember, Zach Kassian's a first rounder, so he's got some pedigree there, right? So he's confident holding the puck.
okay, third line. I'm blanking here. It's Shore, Kara, and Archibald.
Yes.
So the third line, this is the only line. Well, actually, I'll say outside of the first line, but this is the only line that you're looking at it and you're like, yeah, like we've kind of seen this before.
No, we've seen this.
This makes sense.
This trio has performed. They will go out and play heavy.
Yeah.
I need Kara to be a little bit more effective. He's kind of slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's an opportunity for him. But those three playing together, they went on a run.
They did.
So this to me is a good playoff third line. This is a good line in the playoffs, a depth line in the playoffs.
Yeah. If you can get that third line to be the responsibility of the third line, Jay, is to swing momentum. That's all it is. If that third line can get on the ice if they can be effective penalty killers, and if they can swing momentum so the puck is in the offensive zone and the good vibes are in the Oily Boys' favor so that when that first line swings over the boards, then that's where the opportunity happens.
100%.
If the third line can just swing momentum for this team, it will be effective, and it can stay as a line and stay effective. So that's what the role is of the third line. Agree?
Yeah, totally.
So what is it? What's your rating for it? Is it good?
I'm excited.
Skeptical or interested?
I'm going to go with good.
I'm gonna go good too.
They've earned the right to say good.
Yeah.
Because they performed before. And they play the type of hockey.
Fourth line. This is where it gets interesting.
Yeah.
I am putting a
Weird.
big interesting tag on this line because it is tiny.
It is the opposite archetype of a fourth line.
And the opposite archetype of a Dave Tippett traditional fourth line. Because
Yes.
if there's one thing we know about Dave Tippett, he likes heavy, low center of gravity bodies that get around.
Oh,
and
there's
lay-
low
but, like,
center of gravity.
I just mean like
what is interesting to me is our fourth line is about speed. We
Yeah.
got Gaetan Haas, buzzes around, gets bounced around pretty easy. We've got Tyler Ennis,
Yeah.
offensive guy, got a bit of a motor on him. So hopefully we got Kyle Yamamoto, heart of a lion, and snake bitten. But I just feel like he's due. Like it's such a weird makeup for a fourth line is like a poor team's second line.
I was just going to say, and Ferda Oil made a good point here. Respectively, would you disagree in me saying that the fourth line is the second most skilled line in this lineup?
Yes,
It is.
yes,
It is.
yeah.
Like,
offensive upside or offensive ability, our fourth line is a scoring threat.
Tyler Ennis is sick, and I'm glad he's back in the lineup. And that was the biggest thing that people were talking about last game is that you got to get a scoring line for the fourth line. And another big thing in this, Jay, is that Yamamoto goes from 2 to 4. So kind of the leash is gone for Kyler Yamamoto.
Well, and just
He was-
remember, this
yeah.
is the starting lineup. This is gonna blend around, I'm sure, as things go on. And best believe Tippett will elevate him during the game.
Yeah. Nils says it's the first time McLeod has had the wingers he deserves. Opportunity for Ryan McLeod as well. Going back to that second line is now he's playing with, two guys that are proven NHLers that have a scoring knack to them.
Yeah.
And this could be an opportunity to get,
It's like Puljujärvi. Puljujärvi was on the third line.
yeah.
Wasn't creating too now that he's been given more tools. He's gone
Yeah.
and,
Listen, I have a tough time saying, this could be an opportunity to get Cassie and McLeod, Nuge going. You can't get them all going.
They're all going.
But you
we're
can't.
down 2-0. Everyone's going.
Everyone's going. But okay, this is what happens when you drink the Kool-Aid. Is we're gonna take 3 guys that aren't going, and we're gonna say, let's put them together, and this is gonna get them going. And it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Rick,
I believe. We all believe. That's the thing. Being down 2-0, it is obviously a little bit stressful, but it is an interesting place to be in.
Yeah. Brad says just picked up my pregame meal, Donair, LFG.
Oh,
man,
I
actually
went.
might go Donair.
Yeah,
today.
I went Donair on Friday. I went jumbo Donair. It was.
I haven't had a Donair since
Exhausting.
the last time we did.
Oh,
and I,
really?
when we did that little noodle shoot.
Yeah, I got to think about what I'm gonna do today.
Yeah.
Watching on a different television. The one thing I did is I wore this shirt on the first episode on the first playoff game, but I didn't wear it to watch the game. So I'm gonna keep it on for the game.
I just picked this shirt up from sales guy Jared's house, and I feel great. It feels great. It's very comfy. Hey, pick yours up. It says Mission Stanley on it. This is slick. I would wear this. You could wear it anywhere. Very versatile.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out, nationgear.ca. But you know what I think I'm gonna do? Because I'm excited about the third line.
What do you?
I'm wearing it. It was at an auction. It was at our 10th anniversary party.
Ethan is throwing it back to our first episode and saying boy band black. Trying to get
Oh,
Chalmers here.
jeez, he lives such a decadent life. So
He'll be here tomorrow. We'll make it happen.
He will be. That I can assure you. He'll be here tomorrow. What time do we play?
Park. Maybe I'll stop there. Have you been to Primetime? Didn't Primetime? Did that win the
No, that's famous. Don't I? That
famous? Because I live in Sherwood Park. So which Donair shop should I go to if I get one?
Ooh, go to famous.
Okay.
Can't lose.
Ferda Oil says pregame meal is Nation beer and Oodle Noodle. He knows how to please the
That's good.
He
That's
knows how to
good.
please the host.
I'm probably going Oodle Noodle tonight. I think it's due. I need to bring it in. Nation beer.
The other day when I was editing the playoff hype video, My dad was coming home from doing something. I texted him. I said, I need you to pick me up Oodle Noodle. And it
Excellent.
fueled me. Combo box. Very good.
Combo box, top seller.
Brad says, I hope Leon goes off tonight. I need some Neon Nation bombs. I got to drop a
you deserve
deuce
'em.
on my deck. Yeah. Sean says, got the 06 vibes going with the Hemsky McFarland jersey.
Hell
tonight.
yeah, good choice.
Maybe
I
I'll
love
wear
it.
my McFarland
Channel
tonight.
our 06 vibes. Channel all the positive energy. Let's do it all.
Should we do Deuce Vodka player mode?
Juice Vodka player mode. Yep.
Yeah. Should we just bring this down for the Deuce Vodka? Can I reach it?
I don't know. Can you?
There we go. Got it. We're just going to bring it down just to put it at the center of attention for the Deuce Vodka player mode.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So there's an obvious
can
Deuce
hold
Vodka
this
player
one.
mode. There is an obvious Deuce Vodka player mode. It's like maybe we're using the microphone.
Yeah, don't break it. Actually, it won't break. Do you think if you start waving
quality
it?
product.
That's right.
So for my Deuce Vodka player mode, aside from McDavid and Draisaitl going ham in Winnipeg, is who do I want to be a factor? You know what? I'm gonna summon him. I keep begging for him to come back, but I want 2017 Zach Cassian to do exactly that. Wolverine chops, run Brendan Dillon, score a shorty, stare at a guy in the crowd mode. We need you back, Zach. I keep saying this. You're making me look like a fool, but I'm now making you my Deuce Vodka player mode. So let's go. Factor mode, Zach.
Yes. Thank you. For my Deuce Vodka player mode, I'm going to pick a guy that's actually coming into the lineup today.
Oh, I like it.
So, James Neal, Alex Chason, and Dominic Cahoon coming out. Devin Shore, Tyler Ennis, Gaetan Haas coming in. So, I'm going to pick a guy that, after some digging, some reading, and some different videos that I've seen over the past few weeks here,
So research.
I've come to believe that I think Tyler Ennis might be the most liked guy on this team.
I
seriously think, no, but I mean among the players. Like, the players love Tyler Ennis. They always say he's the funniest guy in the locker room. He's just a good time.
Yeah.
And he has swag, Tyler Ennis. So I want Tyler Ennis to enter into just like like you thought mode. Like, you thought it was a good idea not to put me in the lineup, Dave Tippett. And just a Tyler Ennis-esque
He's
goal.
going lacrosse goal tonight.
He's
As a
just
fourth liner.
He's going to do exactly.
Fourth line lacrosse goal.
He's going to do something, and he's just going to look at Dave Tippett and go like, you thought it was a good idea not to put me in the lineup.
Yeah.
Like, I want Tyler Ennis, and I don't remember who posted it. It was either Barry or Ennis that posted it. Did you see the picture of Tyson Barrie? I think Tyson Barrie posted it. It was a picture of him and Tyler Ennis on that couch, and Tyler Ennis was wearing like a leopard print button-up, and he was just looking like a rock star. So, Tyler Ennis, I want you to enter just coolest guy in high school mode, and just, yeah.
And I want to double down on Tyler Ennis on his mode.
Okay.
Tyler Ennis, local kid, grew up an Oilers fan.
Yep.
Do it for young Tyler Ennis.
Do it for
Young Tyler Ennis wants the Oilers to win the Stanley Cup. Tyler Ennis, current day Tyler Ennis. So you do it for that, Tyler Ennis.
Do it for.
It's in you.
Do it for West Edmonton Mall Brick Tournament, Tyler Ennis.
Yes.
Yep.
This is exactly what you wanted when you were buzzing around the Ice Palace.
Yep.
This is your chance.
Uh,
Fourth line lacrosse goal. Let's go.
Okay, should we talk about the defensive pairings a little bit?
I mean, we don't really have a choice.
Okay. Now, with Slater Kukuk. For one and one reason only, to get Slater Kukuk going, because that's how great Tyson Barrie is playing. So Tyson, congratulations. You've entered into, I'm helping my boys out.
He's the repairman.
He's a repairman.
He's repairing the third
Congratulations,
pair.
Tyson.
Yeah.
No, in all seriousness, no. Bear and Nurse is a great pair. We've seen them play together before.
Yep.
They work together really well.
Yep.
The only thing that this worries me about is how it's going to affect the minutes that each pair plays with each line. So which of those three pairs, so we're going Nurse, Bear, Kulikov, Larson, Kukuk, Barrie, which of those three pairs gets a lot of offensive zone start times and the most times with the McDavid Draisaitl line? You'd assume it's going to be Nurse, Bear, right?
Of course. Reading and setting up a play. Bear can make moves and, not bad first pass guy.
Yeah.
So, I don't think a bad game plan is get the puck on Connor's stick as soon as possible or Leon's stick as soon as possible and as effectively as possible.
Yeah.
To get out of the zone and start going on the offense.
Yeah. One thing that I think, and listen, I'm not saying this because I'm a Tyson Barrie fanboy.
Sounds like he's going to say it.
I'm not saying it because I'm a Tyson Barrie fanboy. I'm saying this legitimately as a guy that watches Edmonton Oilers hockey games which a lot of people are defender, but with the puck on his stick, there is not a lot. There's not many guys in the Oilers. They're as elusive with the puck on their stick. Like he could.
Trust me. This is to probably help out the third pair while he's
This
there,
is to help the third pair.
Kukuk loves off the glass or flipping up, so he's not an effective first pass guy.
Yes.
So Barry's there as an easy option, and Barry can then maybe create what we need to do to start moving the other direction.
Boys Intermission Extravaganza, which will be streaming again live tonight during the first and second intermissions and postgame, giving away some prizes. Coombsy said this on the show that, listen, if you're a Nuge fanboy, you hate this season for Nuge because it sucks, but at the same time, his chances of staying on the Oilers now is up because he's not going to get paid as much.
Yep.
And listen, of course, you're not going to construct his whole contract based off one off season. But simply put, Nuge, because of the way he played this year, ain't going to get paid as much. But that probably elevates his chances of staying on the Oilers. Would you disagree?
Okay. There's logic there. I can't argue with it.
But positive vibes for you.
Positive vibes.
Nuggy,
only.
you're going to... Nuggy's
Nuggy,
having a
believe,
game.
buddy. I believe.
Yes.
I'm trying to... I don't know if you know this. I'm sitting back. I'm staying relaxed because I'm trying to stay as calm as possible. Act like we've been here before. Bad, and we deserve it. Couple lucky bounces, OT, crazy screen, Mike Smith standing on his head. There was a lot of good things happening here for us to win the next 4.
Here's a good nickname. Kyler says, Ozone start, ? I could see 4K and Barry getting a good amount of time up there. You know 4K?
Oh, yeah,
the
that's
Cuckoo,
cool.
because he has 4K is his name? 4K. Caught him in 4K. Yeah, that's a joke. Justin says, Nuge had as much 5-on-5 as Jujar. Playing with Dryer Connor, I hope... Okay, Jay. Tonight's game, 5:30 puck drop, Oilers versus Jets.
Yep.
We believe that the Oilers are down 2-0 right now, but we also believe...
We know they're down 2-0.
But we also know and we believe that they're going to win tonight. And
firmly believe.
The one key to victory, Jay, for you is what? I'll start because I'm just putting you on the spot here. If one thing needs to happen tonight for the the one thing that needs to happen needs to score a goal. You have to score one goal if you're the first line if you want to win this game. Just one. I'm not asking for a lot. I just want one goal, and if you do that, you'll win. Because Mike Smith is playing out of his mind right now. If you came into this series and said, okay, the Oilers are down 0-2, Jay, if I were to look at you right now, hypothetical, let's say you haven't watched any of the Oilers games yet. You haven't watched a single minute. I look at you and I say, the Oilers are down 0-2. What's the number one thought that pops into your head?
You would likely think goaltending.
Exactly. You would likely think Mike Smith's not playing. Mike Smith is playing out of his mind.
Out of his mind.
Out of his mind.
He's in rock star mode, so we need to. So that's the thing. We've got that foundation. So now it's on the two best offensive talents in the NHL at the present moment to start producing. That's all we need to ask for. Is that even crazy to ask? They just do that with their eyes closed.
And this is why, Jay, I'll say it's encouraging. If you're an Oilers fan, you should be encouraged. Because if we were down 0-2 and we lost 7-6 and then we lost 5-4 and Mike Smith was playing terrible, then that's like, crap. Is Mike Smith going to be able to just flip the switch and all of a sudden be lights out again? We don't know. But what's encouraging is that Mike Smith is playing great. And all that needs to happen is Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl just need to figure it out. That's what's encouraging to me. And that's why I'm drinking the Kool-Aid on this team right now.
Yeah, it's hard not to like, that is the key.
Yes.
That is the key. The first line needs to be buzzing, and then hopefully some of these changes, the second and third lines, adds a little bit more, I guess, depth production, or at least depth possession, or depth wearing down of the other team to make it so our first line can perform.
Yeah.
Like, as long as our depth performs, it doesn't necessarily have to be in goals, although you'd like it. Actually, no, you would like it. That's what we need. We just need a solid.
What's your point? What's your key?
We need the top 12 to just deliver.
Yeah.
How vague and like that's how vague it needs to be.
Just score.
The top 12 needs to deliver. Everything else is okay. Is good enough to win.
Ethan says McDavid and Leon cannot be pointless tonight. And then Dwayne said absolutely not. And I don't predict they will be. Jay, tonight's the night the Edmonton Oilers will break out of this slump of not being able to score that they are in. And we will see a vintage 2021 Edmonton Oilers versus Winnipeg Jets game. High scoring, fast pace, And Jay, you sent me something yesterday, and I'm going to tweet it out across all our
yeah.
accounts. You sent me something yesterday, and you know someone that's very confident in the Oilers winning this series. Is this the same guy?
This is the same guy.
Okay,
He's a passionate Oilers fan, so he's obviously betting with his heart, and I love it.
And what was the wager he placed?
It was like 6,000 euros or something on the Oilers plus.
You on the spot because you made me look dumb. Because I thought that 23,000 euros was $1 million Canadian.
Oh, God.
Oh,
See?
my God.
Positive vibes.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, primetime Donaire was amazing. So he has
Already
officially
had the
completed
Donaire.
his Donaire
Oh, wow.
throughout the duration of this show.
Excellent.
Good stuff.
Good job, man.
C says they need to pull the plug on the goal bath.
Yes.
Kind of a weird visual, but sure.
Yeah, but I had to work through it, but I get what you're saying. Yes.
Ethan says skip the dishes delivery mode. Okay, good stuff.
Yeah,
and then
let's go.
Sean says, is it actually $1 million? I don't know. Tim says it's €1 to 5 Canadian. Okay, so like
It's not.
it's not?
No.
Tim's from Germany.
I
He
know,
would know.
Tim's being silly.
Tim, can you please?
It's like 1.3 or 4 to 1.
Can you look it up?
It's fine. Well, this is like, okay.
This
Keep
is-
talking.
Okay, tonight the Edmonton Oilers will take on the Winnipeg Jets. It's a 5:30 puck drop. Mike Smith getting this game as well because, of course, with the way that this restructured NHL schedule was,
26,000 Canadian.
26,000. Okay, thank you. But with the way that this restructured schedule is, Jay, and we can talk about this on tomorrow's show, but I imagine by tomorrow's show we'll know the answer to this. Is there any doubt in your mind that Mike Smith's going to go back-to-back?
Oh, yeah. Not.
Yeah.
We need Mike Smith in every game.
I think if
And Mike Smith wants every game, too. That's the other thing.
Mike Smith could let in maybe 500 goals tonight, and I still think they'd start him tomorrow.
Why would you even throw that out there?
No, but see, that's why I said 500 because that's not possible. That's
fair.
why I didn't
That's
say
fair,
like.
fair.
That's the other day.
Hey,
No.
that's just...
No, do you want to say something? Can I say
No,
something?
I'm worried about what you're about to say.
No, can I need to say something.
Okay, say it.
Okay, because I need to throw someone under the bus here.
Oh, do it.
Wanye, the other day during the Oily Boys intermission extravaganza, we're all talking and we're talking about the game. And this is during the second intermission, or maybe this was even after the game, or maybe this was in between regulation and overtime. And we're talking, and Wanye goes, "Yeah, we're and then Coombsy and I go like this on the broadcast. Coombsy and I are looking at each other like, "Oh my gosh," and he didn't even realize it. Did not even realize it. So.
Oh, that's poor form.
If you want to blame anyone, blame Wanye, because he said SO on the broadcast. Anyways, we got a game on our hands tonight.
We got a game, big game. This is going to be nice. It's a long weekend Sunday, which is always feels like just like we're stealing a day. Like it's just I love long weekend Sundays. So we got an Oilers playoff game on a May long weekend Sunday. It doesn't get any better than that.
It really
doesn't. It is beautiful outside. You can watch it outside on your television in 20-degree heat. Order skip the dish, some Oodle Noodle, some pizza, some Donaire. I'm going Noodle. And just like enjoy it. We have to believe in the Oilers boys. Trust me, they want to win. They want to win.
Yep.
And Connor McDavid wants to win. And we have Connor McDavid.
We do have Connor McDavid.
Ours. Leon Draisaitl is ours. They don't have that. One thing I do suggest we should do is Nikolai Ehlers is back in the lineup after being banged up. Zach Kassian, maybe bump him a little bit just to let him know he's back playing
Play on the
playoff hockey.
inside.
Make him feel. Take the inside.
Take the inside.
Take the inside, Zach.
Thank you, as always, for being a part of today's show. We're going to be back tomorrow, hopefully with Chalmers, Cowboy Chris on the seat right there beside Jay. We'll see. We'll talk about what time tomorrow's game. I can't even talk right now. We'll talk about what time tomorrow's game. Last game, it was absolutely amazing. Our boss, Brett Kissel. Thanks, Brett, for
boss.
sponsoring the show. You're the best. Enjoy tonight's game. 5:30 puck drop. Oilers versus Jets. Game 3. Oilers are going to win. As always, it was a pleasure. We will see you tomorrow.